For all your catering needs, weddings, baby showers, sporting events and much more, Rachel's Catering Services. WhatsApp at 715-0696. For all your catering needs, weddings, baby showers, sporting events and much more, Rachel's Catering Services. WhatsApp at 715-0696. For all your catering needs, weddings, baby showers, sporting events and much more, Rachel's Catering Services. WhatsApp at 715-0696. For all your catering needs, weddings, baby showers, sporting events and much more, Rachel's Catering Services. WhatsApp at 715-0696. For all your catering needs, weddings, baby showers, sporting events and much more, Rachel's Catering Services. WhatsApp at 715-0696. all your catering needs, weddings, baby showers, sporting events. For all your catering needs, weddings, baby showers, sporting events, and much more, Rachel's Catering Services. WhatsApp at 715-0696. For all your catering needs, weddings, baby showers, sporting events, and much more, Rachel's Catering Services. WhatsApp at 715-0696.
Short, don't worry kids, ceremony, okay? So, before we go any further, I would like to welcome our Safety, Health and Environment Manager, Catrice Fernandez, to tell us what we need to be mindful of from a safety perspective this morning. So Catrice, the mic is yours.
All right, good morning everyone. How are we feeling this morning? Excellent. And when we have some Milo, we'll feel even better, right? Okay, so as City said, my name is Catrice Fernandez. I'm the SHE manager here, and I will just take a few moments to share some safety information for the event. As you know, safety is your top priority while you're here at Nestle, so please pay close attention to the following points. We have no planned drills for today, so if you hear an alarm, it will be an emergency alarm. So please remain calm and proceed to the nearest exit, which is this exit here. There is a button located right next to this lovely lady here. You press that button, the doors open wide, and you go straight out to the muster point, which is located right at the end of the walk path here in the car park. You remain there. Our security and our fire wardens will take over and they will give you further instructions if needed. For first aid, if you or someone around you requires any medical attention, please notify the event staff immediately. We do have trained first aid personnel as well as a nurse on site, so you will be rendered any first aid attention that you need. And lastly, treat our fellow attendees, event staff, and others with respect. Any form of harassment or violence will not be tolerated, and you may be asked to leave the site, if anything. Remember, safety is a collective responsibility, and if you notice anything or you have any safety concerns, please report them and let us know immediately. Thank you for your attention, and let's have a safe and enjoyable event.
All right. Thank you very much, Catrice. So we head straight into the agenda, guys. I would like to welcome our market head, Eduardo Garcia Payares. He's the head of market for the Anglo-Dutch Caribbean, to give us some welcoming words. So Eduardo.
Thank you very much, CD. Thank you very much. Well, first of all, thank you very much to all of you guys for being here. It's a pleasure. It's an honor for Nestle to receive such a distinguished guest, and it's a pleasure for Nestle to continue being the ambassador with this amazing project of MILO. So just a little bit of that, and I'm going to try to be brief because I know the team of MILO has, and Keisha has prepared some of the content itself. But let me just be clear on that. For us, this MILO, it's such an important event, and personally I believe that MILO, it's a heritage brand, but it also encompasses everything we would like to do as a company. First of all, it's important for us for three aspects. Number one, it highlights the commitment Nestle has for youth development, right? And I know we have here some of our finest athletes and future athletes with us. It highlights Nestle's long-lasting commitment to supporting initiatives that promote the holistic development of youth. It also emphasizing the importance of sports in fostering physical, mental, and social well-being among children. Emphasizes how Nestle partnership with MILO and sponsorship of primary school games reflect these commitments. And also, it expressed the pride in being part of an event that positively impacts the lives of our society. Secondly, it's very important for us to keep providing the encouragement of active lifestyles. It's important for us that the children lead active lifestyles from young age. It's also important for us to keep promoting health and wellness, since it's part of our purpose. Also, for us it's important, and I guess this is, as you can see here, is very important for us to keep promoting unity and inclusivity. It also is important for us to keep reminding this in all the primary school games as a platform of promoting unity, inclusivity, and diversity within the community. So as you can see, for us it's very important, and we have a lot of pride on this event. And supporting this event help us celebrate the talents and achievements of all the young athletes, and regardless of their skill, level, and abilities. And it reiterates a company's commitment to fostering a culture of inclusivity and acceptance both on and off the field. And personally, I can tell you, it's one of my favorite events. My kids were absolutely happy that they qualify for the beginning of the MILO event. Unfortunately, they didn't pass to the second stage. But it's okay, it's part of the fun, it's part of the mindset, and what I really highlight was they had fun, they enjoy playing with their friends, and more important, they learn that values, it's the compete, but also to be part of this important initiative. But personally, as on behalf of Nestle, and on behalf of the Nestle teams, I know the MILO team, Nakisha and Cordell will explain further, but thank you very much for being here. It's an honor to have you here. It's very important to keep moving this important event, and welcome again. Thank you very much, City. Thank you very much, everybody.
Wonderful. I think Eduardo made some important points there, especially about leading healthier lives. And we're going to talk more about that a little later on. But before we get any further, I would like to welcome Mrs. Maria Simon, who is the principal at La Puerta Government Primary School, to do the opening prayer.
Hi, good morning. Can we stand in reference? Almighty God, we praise and thank you as we gather here today. We are filled with gratitude for the opportunity to come together as a school community in celebration of sportsmanship, camaraderie, and healthy competition. Dear Lord, we seek your guidance and blessings as we launch this annual sport event, the MILO Primary School Games 2024. May this event be a success through your intervention. Wonderful Lord, we ask that you bless the Nestle Group and all those who have worked tirelessly to make this event possible. May their dedication and commitment be rewarded with success and fulfillment. Amen.
Please have a seat, yes. Okay. So, I would love to have Mr. Nanku here to tell us about MILO games through the years, because guys, you're part of a huge heritage now. You're part of something beautiful. For those of you that are participating for the first time, Mr. Nanku is going to tell you how wonderful this event is going to be and the part of the heritage that you're going to be a part of now. So Mr. Nanku, I welcome you to the podium.
Good morning, all. Good morning. I have to put on my spectacles. The Honorable Shantha Kajol Lewis is unable to attend. And in her place stands Mr. David Roberts, the Permanent Secretary, the Ministry of Sports and Community Development. Mr. Eduardo Garcia Peleres, Marketing Head of Nestle. Mrs. Nakisha Bartholomew Rani, Consumer Marketing Manager. Mr. J.U. Gordon, the former world champion. Distinguished guests, supervisors, principals, teachers, our young athletes, and members of the media. Good morning, and thank you for joining us at the launch of the 34th MILO Primary School Games. It is an honor and a privilege to address you this morning. Looking back at our first games which was held at Fatima College Ground in 1987, we can say we have come a long way. Those were the days when we were allowed to run barefooted on the grass. But what is noticeable is that at that time we produced champions, and at this point in time we also do. The zone in 1987 was called West. It was not a West A or West B. It was West. It had 9 schools. When the West A came into being 16 years ago, we had 20 schools. Now, in 2024, we have 24 schools involved. But that was over 34 years when we raced for ribbons at a time, and then we began racing for medals. This is where MILO came in. And once MILO became involved with Port of Spain and Environs West Zone and East Zones, all the things began to change. 34 years is a long time. It's not 34 hours, not 34 days. We are talking about 34 years in which Nestle, MILO, has sponsored and supported our young students and athletes. So Nestle, take a bow. For 34 years, we, Port of Spain and Environs West and East Zones, have made it our duty to inspire our youth to be more physically active. Today, the results have been seen. We have produced 40 national athletes for our country, with world champion J.U. Gordon and Commonwealth gold medalist Michelle Liahi standing out. A round of applause for them. Other national athletes who debuted at the MILO Games include Simon Pear, Fana Ashby, Cleavon Dillon, Renee Clark, Honoré McDonald, Kelvin Morgan, Jonathan Holder, Alina Brooks, and Shaniqua Bascom, just to name a few. Our athletes have done us proud. After the MILO zonal games has ended, the zone will go up and compete at the Rotary Games, where the West B zone has won 29 times, West A zone twice in 33 years. Phenomenal. Thank you, Nestle. Clearly, MILO has been happy to engage the West and East zones. And during the past 33 years, our zones have ensured that the MILO Games has brought more than 45,000 athletes to show their glitz and glamour. Nestle has supported the zones, and we have had a common entrance quiz to get our students to know who our heroes are. We cannot thank Nestle enough for their investment. These games are the showpiece in Port of Spain and Environs, and everyone wants to be part of the MILO Games because it has taught our children about the importance of training and healthy eating practices. It is not only in terms of dollars and cents, but in terms of the promised return and the development of the well-rounded citizens and athletes. A healthier, well-rounded child yields a healthier, well-rounded adult. And these adults will, in turn, nurture their kids in the same way, so the cycle will continue. That is our hope and our aim. In 2019, Nestle invested $150,000 into the Kelvin Nanku Games. In a time when our young children and society at large were faced with many negative forces. However, Nestle stayed the course, and today can stand tall as the only sponsor who has continued their support for our games in these trying times. That deserves a round of applause. Well done, Nestle. You have taught us how to win. We believe that engaging in sporting activity, being a part of a team, and focusing on what is good can be the driving force for what is needed. We are happy that MILO brand's decisions to support these games and other activities like these year after year is a testament to their desire to improve our children through sport and proper nutrition. But further to that, it also professes the commitment to nurture ambition and passion through sport, while teaching values and lessons for the future along the way. We stand for the enduring belief that working towards a goal has the power to transform, and that sport teaches great values that prepare children for their life ahead. With this shared belief, MILO and the Games Committee have worked together for over 33 years in this purpose-driven relationship. We intend to impact over 8,000 West and East students through the 2024 Games, having already contributed to the lives of more than 45,000 children who have participated over the 30-plus years of commitment. Through the hard work of all involved, including our Games Committee, we are confident this goal will be achieved. This Games was built on trust, morality, integrity, and honesty, and it will survive, especially with Nestle's assistance. As I look into the audience today, I see much talent and future potential Olympians, like so many other successful athletes who have passed through these games, including the likes of Michelle Yahi and J. Hugh Gordon. You have the opportunity to soar, to make your dream a reality, to make yourself, your family, your country proud. It all starts with you. Doing your best on the track and on the field, and with performances that will encourage others to do better, means that we live in a better place, healthily, and all our activity can be fulfilled. To the organizing committee, we say thank you. Your expertise, time, and dedication are invaluable to these games and to the future of our youth and nation. Don't stop doing what you do. Don't. To MILO, your contribution does not go unnoticed. Year after year, you continue to shower us with assistance to ensure the success of these games. And for this, we say thank you. To our young athletes, these games were created for you. Thank you for being our inspiration. On behalf of the East Zone and the West Zone, we thank the MILO brand. I congratulate all players involved as we look forward to one day seeing some of our young MILO champions representing this country on the regional and international stage. Thank you, and see you next week at the 34th annual MILO Primary School Games, powered proudly by Nestle MILO, the food drink of champions. In closing, I must say the Calypsonians have it right. The Road March King, Michael Teja, said, "It is in our DNA, that is MILO." I thank you.
Mr. Nanku, you did not disappoint. Aren't we feeling inspired, guys? Excited? Ready to start? I wish it were next week already. All right, I would like to welcome Nikisha Bartholomew-Ramey, who is our MILO Consumer Marketing Manager, to bring sponsor remarks. Nikisha, the floor is yours.
Good morning, everyone. So all protocols observed, welcome to all our special guests. So before I jump into my official statement, Mr. Nanku, I want to say something. Guys, did you know I myself was part of the MILO Games when I was in school? Yes. And there was a program that the Ministry of Sport was having, and I actually have my certificates for outstanding performance. So it's very, very nostalgic being able to stand here today, where I was part of the MILO Games. The Ministry of Sport always supported, even back then. And I know they say a woman should never reveal her age, but the year that MILO Games started was actually the year I was born. So it's literally a lifetime. Yeah, so it's really, really an honor and privilege for me to stand here before you today. And well done, organizing committee, Mr. Nanku, Nestle, MILO, on a successful 34th staging of the MILO Games. Really, really well done. And the commitment, we see it. The commitment, we see it. And we as well as a brand, as a company, are committed to the youth. And I'll get into that a little bit more as we go along. As we know, this event has been the cornerstone of youth development over the decades. And this year, we once again celebrate the talents and spirits of the young athletes. Children, you've been so quiet. Let me see you. Yes, let's give you a round of applause. So you young athletes from the East and West Port of Spain school districts, we are reminded of the power of sports to unite communities and really instill the values that will shape your future, our leaders of tomorrow. And at MILO, we firmly believe that every child has the potential for greatness within them. And initiatives like this, we strive to provide the platform. As you know, MILO is the energy food drink of champions, and we do give the energy to go further on and off the track. And we try to unleash the potential for persons, for the children to soar to new heights. So whether it's on a track, a field, a court, sport teaches us invaluable lessons that extend far beyond the boundaries of the playing field. And let me pause here again to give you a little story. Those ideals that I learned in sports when I was part of the MILO Games taught me tenacity, passion, respect, trust, teamwork, discipline, all that actually fit into the Nestlé way. So it actually helped me to be where I am today as consumer marketing manager for MILO, not just for Trinidad and Tobago, but for the entire region. So walking, living testament to MILO Games, yes? So let me address the children. As we embark on this exciting chapter, I urge all of you to embrace the spirit of sportsmanship and fair play. Remember that victory is not solely measured by the number of medals won, but by the character and integrity you display, both in victory and defeat. There's lessons to be learned in both avenues. So cherish the friendships you make along the way, because they will be the treasures, they are treasures in your journey. And I would be remiss if I did not take a moment to express my deepest gratitude to our partner and lead organizer, Mr. Kelvin Nanku, and our extended team at Nestle for the unwavering drive and for their instrumental role in making this event possible year after year. Up to yesterday, Sunday, the team was calling, messaging, is everything okay? Is everything good? So we really put the energy into making sure that this event was a success. And together, we've created a legacy that transcends generations, clearly, right? And we enrich the lives of countless young athletes, inspiring them to dream big and reach for these stars. So in this room, we have our future leaders, we have our future professional athletes, and we want you to take those disciplines that you learn in sport and wherever you may go, whether it's to be a professional world champion like Mr. Gordon, who we have in the room, or whether you take it into another avenue. Cherish the lessons that you learn. Cherish the teachers that are with you, the principals. They are there to help you, to guide you, to mold you. The parents, the energy they put in to make sure that you have these lessons. Really cherish it and share it with your friends. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy it. Mr. David Roberts, Acting Permanent Secretary at the Ministry of Sports and Community Development. Thank you. Thank you for the steadfast commitment to promoting young youth sports, and fostering a culture of excellence in our nation's schools. Your presence here today is testament to the importance you place. Never give up on their dreams. Don't give up. You're going to hear, no, you're going to hear, you can't do this. You are going to feel like you can't do it. But do not give up. Use your support. And in closing, let us approach this year's MILO Games with a sense of enthusiasm, determination, and above all, a deep respect for the values that unite us as athletes and as human beings. So together, let's make this a truly inspiring experience. Thank you, everyone.
Wow, Nikisha. You know, I didn't know you were an athlete. I must say that on reflection, I was the furthest thing from an athlete in primary school. As an adult, now starting to exercise for my health, I look back and I say, what a gift, what a gem it would have been for me to be in your shoes, boys and girls, when I was in primary school and recognize the importance of sport and active lifestyle. You know, it's really important, and you have a gift that you have received to allow you to be able to do that. How blessed you are. And I'm really happy to see the young kids in the audience, because now you're going to hear from Mr. J. Hugh Gordon, who was an athlete from the age of 6. When I was 6, I didn't even like to run, do anything fast. So this, Mr. Gordon, you've been doing this since 6 years old. That's amazing. Let's give him a round of applause already. I don't even need to go further. But I want to do justice to his bio. Let me tell you, if you don't know about Mr. Gordon. He began at 6. He was showcasing a natural aptitude for cricket, football, and athletics. He was captivated by track events at Marval RC Primary School. Do we have Marval RC here? Yes! Look small, JQ. All right. Marval RC Primary School, and he excelled through secondary education, earning accolades like the Austin Celia Award at the 2010 Curfter Games and the title of, hear this, fastest 17-year-old in the 400-meter hurdles. Wow. Yes. As World Junior Champion in 2010 and World Senior Champion in 2013, J.Hughes' prowess reached global acclaim. His commitment, though, and this is what I really admire about you, Mr. Gordon, his commitment extends beyond athletics. He holds an honorary graduate in sports management from the University of the West Indies. So brains, brawn, athletic prowess, everything in Mr. Gordon. He serves on boards like the National Association of Athletics Administration and leads as Vice Chairman of the North America, Central America, and Caribbean Athletes Commission. Currently coaching at the University of the West Indies, J.Hugh embodies excellence in both sport and leadership. We're honored, absolutely honored, to have him as the guest speaker today at the 34th MILO Primary School Games launch, where his journey will undoubtedly inspire the next generation of athletes. So, Mr. Gordon, the floor is yours.
All protocols being observed. A pleasant good morning to everyone. It's definitely a pleasure to share some of my story with you. I know I was reminded that I only have 5 minutes this week, thanks to Nikisha. So the 30 pages I had this morning, I had to cut it down to 5. Yeah? I'm watching all of these faces and remembering my days at the primary school level. It's the only time in my career that I remember not having any stress. Now, I wish I could say the same. I ended up in track and field by chance, and it was only until I was in Standard 5 that I made the way to the championship race in the boys' 800 meters. Funny enough, the person who gave me the chance is here this morning, Miss Felician. Could you stand, please? Miss Felician, I would just like to say thank you very much for that chance. Yeah? And who said my last year was not my best year? I defeated the reigning 800 meters champion from Tobago. I remembered it as if it was just yesterday, Mr. Nanko. At just about 200 meters, I heard a loud voice shouting, not yet, slow down. Could you figure out whose loud mouth that was? Yes, it was Mr. Nanko, right on the backstretch. That day, it did me good because I was able to save my energy and finish the race so strong that I ran back from about 50 meters behind. My dad ran down to the finish line and picked me up full of joy and excitement. I was a bit ashamed at the time, but I was just parents, couldn't help it. What an experience I had. I must say thanks to Nestle, because for over 30 years, they have invested in the future and youth of Trinidad and Tobago. Giving our youth a chance that not a lot of our parents had. And Mr. Nanku, since primary school, I know you have been the forefront of the MILO games when I was there. So it just speaks to the work and the volume that you have done also over all these years and the faith and belief that Nestle and MILO has entrusted in you. So continue the hard work. I myself know, as some of the team leaders going out for the national teams, has also decided to take you on board with me whenever I am there. So just keep up the good work. I remember there was this one year I was so sad because after I finished racing, I went over to the MILO tent outside and there was none left. That made me so sad for the entire afternoon. So just a little heads up for those athletes that don't finish as early, leave a little extra MILO outside for them. Yeah? The MILO games definitely opened up my eyes to believing in myself and to realize that I had the talent to run. Now, as mentioned, I am a world senior and junior record holder over the 400-meter hurdles, and notwithstanding the fact that I attained my degree while being a professional athlete at the same time. Yes, I know some of you think that sports is it, but it's not. There's going to come a time when you are going to retire, an injury may pop up and be career ending, or you may just not want to pursue it anymore. What are you going to do to make a living? That is why school is so important. Don't use sports and training as an excuse to not do your homework or go to class, yeah? But use it as an optimizer to your life. Make sure that you are obedient to your teachers and your parents, that you are disciplined, and make sure that you have faith, because each of those qualities help make and shape your life's experiences. Does anyone know the significance of the year 2024? Anybody? Somebody? No? All right. This year is the Olympic Games. It's the most important year in any athlete's journey towards achieving fame and success. And it is also one of the best ways to show the world that you are the best in what you do. Does anyone here remember who won gold for us at the Olympics in the javelin? Any of the kiddies? No? Well, Kishon Walcott is our second Olympic gold medalist, and he won it in the javelin, for those of you who may not know. And I hope all the seniors here would know that also. Yeah? I have been to 2 Olympic Games, with my best placing being 6th at the London 2012 Games. Training for the Olympics is not once a year, once a month. It's a lifetime of training that is cycled every 4 years. Consider the mental pain, the loneliness, and the long nights for beating yourself up. Or what about parties and social gatherings that you can't attend? If you really want to be great, your journey is going to be painful, it is going to hurt, and you may tell yourself for 1,000,000 times it's too much and that you may never get there. And let me tell you what's worse. It's even dying with the dream inside of you, knowing if you had done more, knowing you could have succeeded, or knowing you could have been a champ. Yes, you were born to be a champ. It's in you and it's in us. So students, I urge you, don't believe your teachers are against you. Don't believe that life is just going to give you what you want without working hard for it. Don't believe for 1 minute that it is going to be easy, but one thing you can do is believe in yourself. Because through faith and perseverance, all things are possible through Jesus Christ, and also because of companies like Nestle who decide to invest in the kids of our future. I'd just like to say at this point, thank you very much for your undivided attention, and all the best to each and every one of you for the upcoming year 2024 and beyond.
Have you considered recording coaching for the Nike run-up? Because I use it and I would love to hear you in the morning. I think you'll get me going. All right, great. So it is my pleasure and my honor to welcome Mr. David Roberts, who is the Permanent Secretary with the Ministry of Sport and Community Development, to give us the keynote remarks. So Mr. Roberts.
Mr. Eduardo Garcia, Market Head of Nestle Anglo Dutch Caribbean and other Nestle executives and team members. Mr. Kelvin Nanku, Lead Organizer of the MILO Primary School Games and other members of the organizing committee. Mr. Jehu Gordon, World Champion. I'm going to omit the former. And I'll say former student of Maraval RC and former student of the finest educational institution in Trinidad and Tobago, Queen's Royal College. Teachers, parents, students, members of the media, good morning. You can guess that I went to QRC as well. Today, as we gather to mark the official launch of the 34th staging of the MILO Primary School Games, we celebrate not only the spirit of athleticism, but also the profound impact of sports on the holistic development of our nation's youth. On behalf of the Honorable Shanfra Kajou-Lewis, Minister of Sport and Community Development, I extend warm greetings to each and every one of you. For over 3 decades, MILO has been a steadfast partner in our mission to nurture the talents of Trinidad and Tobago's young athletes. The MILO Games, with its rich legacy, as rich as the drink itself, dating back to 1987, stands as a shining example of the transformative power of sports in our society. This annual event not only provides a platform for budding athletes to showcase their skills, but also serves as a catalyst for personal growth and development. At the heart of the ministry's mandate lies a commitment to talent identification and national development through sport. Via initiatives like the MILO Primary School Games, we aim to unearth the hidden gems of sporting talent pool and provide them with the support and resources they need to excel. By harnessing the potential of our youth, we are not only shaping the future of Trinidad and Tobago and by extension the region's sporting landscape, but also fostering a culture of excellence and achievement. As we look to the upcoming games on March 5th and 6th at the Hazley Crawford Stadium, I remind you of the core objectives of our ministry: to increase participation in sport and physical recreation. And like you, I was a latecomer to the game. In another place, around a football conversation, I was asked whether or not I played football. I did play football at QRC. I was on the under-14 B team, and I was a substitute. Also to raise standards of athletic performance and to promote sport as a vehicle for social and economic development. The MILO Games align seamlessly with these objectives, serving as a catalyst for community engagement, youth empowerment, and national pride. I must take a moment to acknowledge the invaluable contributions of Mr. Kelvin Nanku, whose tireless efforts as lead organizer have been instrumental in shaping the success of the MILO Games. Your passion, your dedication, and your unwavering commitment to the young people of Trinidad and Tobago serve as an inspiration to us all, and I think it deserves a lusty round of applause. In closing, let us reaffirm our collective commitment to the development of our nation's youth. Let us continue to support initiatives like the MILO Primary School Games, knowing that by investing in our youth today, we are paving the way for a brighter and more prosperous tomorrow. May the spirit of sportsmanship and camaraderie guide us as we embark on this exciting journey together. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Roberts. We now move to a vote of thanks from Mr. Camillus Olivier, Principal at Paramin RC School.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I know in certain fields you're supposed to say the whole long list, but you just say all protocols observed. Good morning. It is indeed a pleasure to give our vote of thanks this morning. It is said that with all things we must give thanks, and we must always have an attitude of gratitude. So this morning we want to say thank you to Mr. David Roberts, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Sport and Community Development. Thank you for taking time off, sir, to be with us this morning. So your presence here has shown us that you do believe in the development of sport on our children, and not only sport, but physical activity. Thank you for reminding us of that and showing and being present here today. To the Nestle team, Mr. Eduardo Garcia Pauleris, I hope I pronounced it right, and Ms. Nikisha Bartholomew Rainey, we say thank you for your continued support and development of athletics in the youth, both in the west and east zones in Port of Spain and environs. Your dedication has had and continues to have a profound impact on the holistic development of youth in Trinidad and Tobago. So we say thank you. To Mr. J.U. Gordon, our world champ. Yes, I was just up the hill from you, so I remember going to the MILO Games and cheering on as loudly as Mr. Nanku. Yes. So thank you for being that shining example for our youth today. You continue to be a role model, right, both on the world stage and international stage. So we thank you for reminding us and reminding our youth today that sport is not by itself, but it comes with our education as well. So it is not one or the other, but they go hand in hand. Thank you for reminding our students of that. To Mr. Kelvin Nanku. So we'll give him a lot of titles today. So he's our consultant, advisor, liaison officer, and friend, and this morning I will add historian and human Google. Thank you, Mr. Nanku. You have worked tirelessly behind the scenes at the side of the scenes, in front of the scenes. You have seemed to be a superhuman all round. You have been everywhere, and being up front is also part of you, right? So your dedication has ensured that athletics has taken a center stage in the lives of our nation's youth. Your unwavering commitment and dedication has gone a long way. So thank you, Mr. Nanku, for that dedication. And I cannot say we're going to have persons to step into that shoe, because that shoe is such a big shoe to fill. So we're hoping that you continue to guide us as we move along as a team. To the principals, staff, and students, we say thank you for being here and continue the work of developing our youth, particularly in athletics. So we say thank you, because without your help and without your dedication out in that hot sun, our students will not reach their full potential. So we say thank you. And to the media, we say thank you for highlighting the importance of sport here today, and we know that you will continue to promote sport through the media. Thank you all.
And thank you so much, Mr. Olivier. So this brings us to the end of our launch officially. But before you go, we'd like to capture the moment. We'd like to have a photo up with everyone, if we can gather on these stairs in layers, so that we can really freeze this moment in time. And then afterward, we'll head to the kitchen for some refreshments, and you can mingle a bit, and then you can feel free to leave. If you have any questions, the Nestle team and the MILO team is here to support. So thank you very much, and let's gather for the photo. Yeah? So we'd like the children to be at the front of the photo op. So the children can come to the front, and we can have the teachers to the back.
And much more. Rachel's Catering Services. WhatsApp at 715-0696.